So if you're watching this live, welcome to the weekly Q&A where I will be answering questions that have been submitted throughout the week. So if you're watching this live, would love to say hi to you. So comment live below and would love to say hi to you as well. And if you have any marketing questions, do comment them below. Would love to answer your marketing questions too. So let's get into the first question. So if you're watching this live, please do comment live below as well. Would love to actually say hi to you. Okay, so getting right into the first question. So first question is which niches are most beneficial on LinkedIn? So which niches are most beneficial on LinkedIn? So let me check something out. Which niches are most beneficial on LinkedIn? So in my experience, let me check something out. So I'll get back to this. Hold on. I think my video, if can you see my video? So if you can see my video, please comment below. Let me just do a quick check. Oh, it appears my video is not shown. So let me do some tweaks. Okay. Okay, I believe my video is back. So let's get right into the first question. Thank you as well for letting me know that the video is visible. Thank you so much for commenting. So let me check out who you are and say thank you as well. So if you're watching this live, please comment live below. Thank you, Ranjit, for letting me know. And so let's get into the first question. What niches are most beneficial on LinkedIn? So this is I will answer this question based on my experience generating leads with companies and industries across different continents, Asia, Europe, and North America. So what niches? So number one, the best niche, and this has got my clients the best results as well. Number one is anyone in a HR function. So anyone in HR function includes anyone who is in recruitment, who is in learning and development, or in any sort of function that is related to human resource. So these are the most active professionals on LinkedIn because it's part of their job. It's part of their role to be on LinkedIn, to look for talent, or to find the best training programs. Secondly is people like me and people like a lot of you watching as well. Anyone in marketing, sales, and also advertising. So marketing, sales, and advertising. If you're looking to sell like a marketing software, marketing coaching program, marketing consulting to marketers, so these are also the most active people on LinkedIn. And number three, I think maybe you have guessed it, so these are the number three most active people on LinkedIn, which is the professional training and coaching industry. So anyone who's a trainer or coach. So you see a lot of coaches putting out content on LinkedIn. So the top three most beneficial niches, I would say, is number one, HR functions, number two, marketing, sales, and advertising, and number three, professional training and coaching. So thank you for your question, Dishi Meta. So if you have any questions, so if you're watching this live and you would like to say hi, please comment live below. Would love to say hi to you as well. And if you have any marketing questions, please comment them below. Would love to actually answer your questions as well. So moving on to the next question. So we have about 5 questions today. So question number 2 is from Sri Lanka. So how to find your niche on LinkedIn? So I chose this question because it was quite related to the first question on the best niches. So how to find your niche on LinkedIn? So this is a very specific question because when it comes to LinkedIn, number one, you would want to find those who are active on LinkedIn. And I always say this in my webinars. So if you told me, hey Bob, I want to sell coffee machines to restaurant owners, I would say you are at the wrong place, because restaurant owners are not active on LinkedIn and their business does not have to be on LinkedIn. So finding your niche, number one, I would identify what industries, positions, and geography that you are targeting. So what are the industry, positions, and positions can be titles, and geography that you are targeting. And number two is to find those that are more active. So identify the industries and the positions that are more active on LinkedIn, and find those that post content on LinkedIn. Do not find those that are not active, so you're wasting your time trying to engage those that are not on the platform in the first place. Find those that are active and find those that are more prominent on the platform. So there are certain industries and certain titles, positions that are more active when it comes to this. And I shared that in my previous answer as well. HR functions, marketing people, and also coaches. So identify the positions, industry, and geography that you're looking to target, and identify a few, and also identify which are the ones that are most actively posting on LinkedIn. And if you ask me how I would do that, I would be using Sales Navigator and filtering them by the spotlight. Find out which niches have a larger number of those that posted on LinkedIn in the past 30 days. So thank you for your question, Sonia. And moving on there, let me say hi to a couple of people. Hi, Ezekiel Chin. Hi, Ezekiel. And I think I have a question for Madhavi. Okay, so Madhavi asked a question, and this is a question I get a lot in terms of the getting more reach for your content. And there are a number of things, and I share these extensively in my LinkedIn content challenge. So Madhavi asked, when you publish a post, how LinkedIn algorithm works for the visibility. So if you work backwards from this, no matter the platform, all platforms work like this. You need to get more likes, comments, and shares. No matter the platform, Instagram, TikTok, this is how it works. On LinkedIn, it predominantly works well from a comment. So I actually had these experiences as well. I had a video that had 100,000 views. And the reason is because Neil Patel, the marketing expert guru himself, commented on the post. So comments really help, and especially comments from those with a high following. So when you publish a post, work backwards. Can you get more comments, likes, and shares, especially comments, in the first few hours of posting, and preferably within the first 24 hours. So work backwards. I will share with you how you can get more of these. That you would have to ask another question, and I answer that every week. If you watch all my previous recordings, you'll find that answer to that. But how the algorithm works is to have more likes, comments, and shares when you publish, especially in the first few hours. Thank you for your question, Madavi. And saying hi to Naomi as well. I believe Naomi is from Zambia. Hi, Naomi. And thank you for your question, Madavi. And moving on to the next question. Next question is from Aaron Barreiro. Okay. Okay, so this is a very interesting question from Aaron Barreiro. How do I drive inbound leads and build a waiting list of clients? Okay, so there are actually two questions to this. So let me break it down. How do you get more inbound leads? So technically, this is what you can do. You can include the right keywords in your LinkedIn headline that is part of your LinkedIn profile, and that will help you to get more inbound leads. So if the right keywords as part of your headline, it will get you discovered when someone searches for that keyword. So for example, I have the keywords marketing consultant, I have the keyword speaker as part of my LinkedIn headline. And when someone searches for these keywords, they will find my profile on LinkedIn. Number two, how can you get more inbound leads? Are posting more content. Like I'm doing this. I post a number of content per week. I host networking events, so many things that I do. And the more content, the more visible I am, the more opportunities for me. The more visible I am, the more people see me, and the more opportunities would come my way. Number three, the more engaging you are on the platform. So the more conversations you're having, the more events you attend, the more comments that you put on posts will also give you more opportunities to have these inbound leads. Okay, so that is the first question. How can you increase more inbound leads to your through LinkedIn? Second question, which is here, build a waiting list of clients. So that is another question. I can get inbound leads, and I get probably 2 to 3 to 5 inbound leads per week. But getting a waiting list from inbound leads, that is very different. And if you want these, so inbound leads are leads that you are just there and they come to you without having any outbound activity. And if you want to have a waiting list of clients, you need to have a huge brand. Yes, you need to have a huge brand. For example, I mentioned Neil Patel in my previous answer. So Neil Patel, or somebody in the height of their field, Gary Vaynerchuk, Tony Robbins, they have a waiting list of clients because they have built such a huge brand through content and through their activities. They have built such a huge brand that people will, instead of searching for a marketing consultant and finding Neil Patel, people will actually search for Neil Patel. So if you want a waiting list of clients passively, the answer is to build a huge brand. And there's no shortcut to that. It's years and years of consistency, creating content on all platforms, and also organizing events, etc. So that is that answer. If you want to drive inbound leads, three things: content, engagement on the platform, and optimizing your profile. A waiting list of inbound leads, that you need a massive brand. For example, Nike, Apple does not have to do any digital marketing. They need to do a launch, and there will be a lot of people waiting to buy their product. So you need a huge brand to have that waiting list effect. Thank you for your question as well, Aaron. And moving on, there are some questions coming in live. So follow-up question from Madhavi. So Madhavi said, I have been, if you post regularly, say almost every day, will it help to reach more professionals? Certainly, because every single post will get reach. So if you add up those posts, it will get more reach. But having said that, the key to getting more engagement is not by frequency of posting. It's not by consistency of posting. The key to getting more engagement. So let me just answer this also. Key to getting more engagement for your content. So getting more reach, you need to get more engagement. The key to getting more engagement is not by posting 3 times a day, every single week. So that's not the answer. Frequency does not work on social media anymore. Engagement is earned. Engagement is earned. And how can you earn that? Is by, number one, having the right relationships on LinkedIn. If you commented on my post and I see your post, I'll be so happy to comment on it. And it works for every single other person on LinkedIn. And it works for every single other person on LinkedIn. So relationships that is built will get you the engagement because it's just human nature. I will resonate with you if you have built a relationship with me. Secondly is to distribute the content. There are so many ways to distribute the content. You can share the link in relevant groups. You can tag those that would find the content relevant. And you can also email your content to your email list. So number 2 is to distribute your content if you want more engagement. So in summary, engagement is earned. It's not by putting it out and posting and praying. So I would say the biggest mistake when it comes to content is posting and praying that you get the best engagement. It does not work that way. You need to have a strategy. I always say content is 50% creation, the other 50% distribution. So you need to have a strategy to distribute your content. So if you'd like to learn more about that, you can join me on the LinkedIn Content Challenge as well. So thank you for your question, Madhavi. So another question here is from Ranjit. So Ranjit says, how to get more visibility for my profile? Should I start connecting daily, or should I start by visiting profile comments or something else? Okay, so this question, yes, one of the things that I encourage people to actually do on LinkedIn to start increasing visibility for your profile is to start connecting. And you actually can, according to LinkedIn rules, connect with 100 connections, send 100 connections per week. So you can connect daily, especially with those that you will find relevant. So not everyone, but those that are business leaders or those that you want to influence. And secondly, this will relate to my question later. So you can connect daily and you can visit profiles. And if you want more profile views, what you can do is also through content. I can tell you every single week, my following grows because of content and because of events that I organize. So you can connect, it's 100 per week, but content really helps with that as well. So I encourage you to put out content or organize events. Is automation a good combine for faster results? No. Okay, so automation, especially if you're, especially it's against the terms and conditions on LinkedIn, I will not recommend this because it'll get you into trouble, and it would seem ingenuine and impersonal as well when you send these automated connection requests and automated messaging. So don't do that. So thank you for your question as well, Ranjit. So hi, James from Sydney. Hope you're enjoying the Sydney fish market and enjoying all the wonderful. So I think it's the winter in Sydney. So let me know when you're back and if you ever come to KL, James. Okay. So moving on to the last question. Oh, we have two questions. Last two questions. So since Ranjit asked a question on connecting, the second last question today is from Alvin Kirsting, and he asked, what does the best introductory message contain? The best one, and I share these in my webinars too, is to ask a question. Okay, so number one, find profiles that are active on LinkedIn. One clear indication of someone who is active on LinkedIn, they will be posting content, especially in the past weeks or past 30 days. Best introductory message is to ask them a question about the content. That's the best one. Second best, since you asked, the second best is to say, hey, I'm looking to network with professionals in the particular industry. Not the best. Also, one more that really works for me is I attend a lot of events. I have a lot of content going out. So you give a context. So I say, hey, I just saw you at this event. I'm looking to connect. Or thanks for the best. I actually send out a lot of connection requests to those who engage with my content. So those who liked and commented on my post, I would connect with you. So just to summarize, the best one is to ask them a question about their content or about maybe about a latest news about their company. Thank you for your question, Alvin. So Ezekiel asked a question about posting. So I just saw that. So there is no need to time your posting. Okay. So this is a loaded question. So, okay. So let me rephrase that, Ezekiel. So like, what is the best time to post? So for social media posts. So, okay. So back to Madhavi's question on how can I get more reach, right? So how you get more reach is to get more likes, comments, and shares from your LinkedIn audience, okay, or your ideal clients on LinkedIn. So your LinkedIn content, no matter, all social media content is roughly the same. That content, mostly, not all, sometimes they live longer, the lifespan of that content would be at max 1 day. Okay, at max 1 day. So reverse engineering, what is the best time to post? The best time to post is the time where you can get your connections, those that you build relationships with, your ideal clients, your target clients, to comment, like, and share. And because your post would live out, there's a time zone of a day, preferably when your target market, it lives throughout the day of your target market. So if your target market is in Asian time, you can post it in the morning in the Asia time and get your target clients in Asia, your connections in Asia, to comment, like, and share. And if they miss it, they still have the day. I post a lot of content in the middle of the night because I work with a lot of clients in the US. So best time for posting, there's no 5 o'clock, 15 minutes expect time. The best time is when your connections, those that you build relationships with, and your target clients can comment. Reverse engineer, work backwards. That is the best time. Like to say hi to, thank you for your question, Ezekiel. Like to say hi to Rai as well. And greetings from Brisbane, Australia. Thank you for sharing all the useful tips. Thank you as well. And moving on to the next one, last question for the day. So if you have any questions, last call for these before I move on to the next last question. If you have any questions, please comment them below or just comment below. I'd love to say hi to you as well. Moving on to the last question. Last question is, okay, so last question is a question about LinkedIn groups. LinkedIn groups seems to be dead. Is it still a marketing asset? So that's the first question. What should we focus on more to gain visibility as a business and not only as a professional? So, okay, first question, LinkedIn groups seems to be dead. Is still a marketing asset? Seems to be dead. And if LinkedIn, you are watching this, I hope you revive it. I hope you bring them back. Most LinkedIn groups now are a graveyard. I'll say this, there's not much activity in there. There's like maybe one post per month. The only, if it's an asset, I would say that LinkedIn groups, as the admin, you can recommend posts and it will show up as a notification for those who are a member of the group. But there's not many things going on. What I would do, second question, to gain more visibility, and this is one of them. I'm answering questions, creating content. So content, hands down, no matter the platform, you already know this. That's the answer. Creating content for more visibility. Number two, this is what I love, and I also share these in my live last week, LinkedIn events. I love LinkedIn events. I organize webinars, networking events, etc. So if you need help when it comes to LinkedIn events, reach out to me. I love it. It's the best thing. Number one, it has the networking effect. LinkedIn events will actually invite your network outside of you and outside of the attendees. The second connection of these attendees to attend the event. Number two, you can collect emails with permission with the LinkedIn registration form. And number three, those that are interested would only attend the event. You won't get those that are not interested. So it's a very good way to generate high quality leads. So thank you for your question, Arnold, and thank you so much. So I'd like to say bye to all of you for the last round. So thank you for your question, Ranjit. Thank you for your question as well, Ezekiel. And also you're welcome as well, Madhavi. So for those who are watching, thank you so much. And if you could comment your questions below, and I will answer them next week. And I'll see you on LinkedIn.